Alright, so finally Skate 4 has come out in early access as of September 16th, 2025. And I have some feedback, and I'd also like to give some of my few personal opinions that I have. Now, before we begin, I'd like to say that I do not skate in real life, and I'm not really a part of the skating community. These opinions and views are from a kid who played Skate 3 when he was younger and really enjoyed it. Also, just real quick, at the time of this video, I have around 5, maybe 6 hours of playtime on the game, so take everything I say with that in mind. First of all, I'd like to say that what EA has created here is good. At first I was put off just because of how different it was from what I had last played in the franchise, but once I started doing the challenges and getting a feel for it, I found myself comfortably skating around the map. The map is split up into 4 districts or regions, or however you want to say it. They all seem kinda similar to me, but again, with my playtime I haven't explored every inch and crevice of the map, but I just thought I'd say that. The map has a pretty good amount of detail, which is to be expected from a skating game. There's multiple ledges to grind on and rails to slide your board across. There's pedestrians walking, there's cars driving on the roads, which you sadly can't catch rides from like in previous games. The map feels alive to me, and the other players skating around with you contribute to that a lot. Now, I won't be going over every new mechanic because I don't know all of them for one, and two, most are just new tricks. But I think by far the biggest addition is how fun it is to traverse off your board. Getting around the map off your board is a lot more entertaining and rewarding. You can now scale buildings to find new spots like this half pipe on top of this roof. Other than climbing, you now have sliding, flipping, and wall running. So far I've covered the map and the new parkouring, I guess, you can do off-board. I'd like to say some final positives and negatives I have with the game. Starting off with the positives. The game is more free than previous ones. I feel that you can trick freely and more fluidly. One thing I really love is you can throw in flips basically anywhere if you have a little bit of height. I like the map. It has a nice free roam feel to it that complements the fluidity I mentioned earlier, and it's also very alive due to other players, pedestrians, and cars flowing in the streets. Now the cons. Oh boy. If you look at the Steam reviews, they don't look very good. I saw one that was talking about how there's no story, another about the art style, and another about how long the game took to release into early access. My views on these comments are as such. Regarding the lack of story mode, I understand where people are coming from. I personally don't mind that there's no story. I think the way EA tried to compensate for this was the quests. Onto the art style. The art style I don't mind either. I honestly think it's a good art style. I think maybe after a few weeks, maybe months, then people will start to warm up to it. And now regarding the amount of time it took for the game to release into early access. This game took 5 years to develop into what we are playing now. 5 years is a long time, but I mean, developing a game is a process. Lots of bug fixing and whatnot. I'm no game dev by any means, but I know it takes a lot of time. They probably scratched so many things and ideas because they second thought what the community would think. I understand the community, but it's not awful that it took 5 years. In conclusion, the new Skate game isn't awful. Yes, there are some jagged lines and edges, but again, the game is in early access and we need to let the devs do their thing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This isn't a review of Skate by any means. This is just my thoughts and opinions on what EA has presented us. If you enjoyed, consider subbing and comment down below on what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Other than that, I have nothing more to say other than have an amazing rest of your day, evening, or night.